Hello everyone. Welcome to Programming in C for Beginners. I'm Amit Kumar and this is the sixth section of our course, Lifetime, Scope and Visibility. We are going to deal with following tutorials in this section: Tutorial 28, Lifetime; Tutorial 29, Storage Classes; Tutorial 30, Scope and Visibility Part 1; Tutorial 31, Scope and Visibility Part 2; Tutorial 32, Linkage; and Tutorial 33, Linkage Part 2. This is our Tutorial 28, Lifetime. Now, during the execution in a program, a lifetime is the period in which a variable or a function exists. Now, we know that these variables and functions occupy some space in memory. Now, the lifetime actually represents the amount of time these variables and functions will retain there in the memory. Now, in C language, there are two types of lifetime: global and local. An identifier with a global lifetime exists throughout the execution of the source program, but it may not be visible in all parts of the program. So if an identifier is there which is actually having a global lifetime, then that certain identifier can be used throughout the program. But there can be scenarios where that certain identifier is not visible. Now that certain scenario will be discussed later, and now we will see how to create a global lifetime identifier. So there are some certain rules which specify whether an identifier has global, also known as static, or local, also known as automatic lifetime. So keep in mind all the functions that we are going to declare, we are going to define, all those functions have global lifetime. That means we can use them throughout the program execution. Now, variables which are declared inside a block are local variables and hence have local lifetime. And similarly, the function parameters, the parameters that we pass to a function, will also have a local lifetime. Global lifetime is also known as static lifetime, and local lifetime is also known as automatic or non-static lifetime. Now definitely I'm going to explain these things practically, so let's proceed to our desktop. Okay, so clearly you can see I have created a section C in my Visual Studio Code workspace, and inside that section C folder I have created tutorial 28.c. Now in this tutorial 28.c, there are few things that I have already implemented, like I have included the stdio.h. I have created a variable with name global variable of integer type and assigned 1000 to it. Now you might have noticed that this variable declaration I made outside all the functions, as there are two functions in this program, fun1 and main. Now this variable is neither declared in fun1 nor declared in main. So I have declared it outside all the blocks. So this is an example of a global scope. Now you can see two more variables are there. Like there is a fun variable inside fun1 function. Now it is having a local scope, and there is a main variable inside main. It is also having a local scope. So if any variable is declared inside any certain block, then definitely that variable will have a local scope and that can be accessed inside that scope only. Whereas if a variable is declared outside all the blocks, then definitely it is having a global scope and it can be accessed anywhere inside the program. So let me show you that. So here I am having a fun variable and I am trying to print that fun variable with the help of printf. Fine. Now I will put \n and I will write fun variable is equals to, and here I will use %d and I will write down the name of the variable, which is fun variable. Now similar to this, I will make one more printf statement, now this time inside main. Now I will assign a value to main variable as 10, and here I will, instead of printing the fun variable, I will print main variable. Now definitely this program is correct, and of course I can even call the fun1. So let me even call the fun1 function. Now when I will run this program, definitely it will print main variable is equals to 10 and fun variable is equals to whatsoever I will pass to this function. So let me pass 100. Fine. So it will print main variable is equals to 10. Fun variable is equals to 100. And if I will run this program, you can see that output. Oh, oops, I committed one mistake over here. So let me first clear the screen, the terminal window with CLS. And let me do one more thing. This fun one should not return anything. So let the return type be void. And let me run this program one more time. And now you will see the output. Now clearly you can see it's printing main variable is equals to 10 and fun variable is equals to 100. Now let me show you whether I can access global variable or not. So I'm just copy pasting this one. And I will print global variable this time. So this will be global variable. Even the name will be here. Global variable. Now I will print global variable in fun1. Okay. And similarly, I will print this statement inside main as well. So copy paste and nothing else. And this will be global variable in main. Now if I will run this program now, it will give 4 outputs. So let me show you that. So global variable in main printing 1000, fun variable printing 100, global variable in fun1 printing 1000, and here main variable is equals to 10. So now it's printing 4 outputs, and this program is sufficient to tell you that global variables are accessible throughout the program. I can access it inside fun1, I can access it inside main. And if I'm having any other function, I can definitely access it in that function as well. So this is a global scope. Now, if I talk about local, so let me try to access this main variable inside fun1, right? So let me do that, copy and paste it here. And as soon as I will do that, you can clearly see an error inside this variable. And when you will run this program, so let me run this, you can find the error on the terminal window as well. It's printing main variable. So this is wrong. Main variable is undeclared first use in this function. Did you mean fun variable? So it's even suggesting us, you might have entered wrong variable name. So you cannot access main variable here. You might want to access fun variable. So that is the suggestion provided by the compiler. So let me comment this statement out and let me try to access this fun variable inside main. Okay. So let me copy paste this one. And you know what? This will also show an error. So clearly you can see this fun variable is inaccessible inside main because they are having local scope. So inside this program, I tried to explain you the local and the global scope with the help of variables and blocks. And of course, you can see this fun one is accessible inside main. So definitely this function itself is having a global scope. Now in the next tutorial, we are going to discuss about storage classes, and with the help of them, we can easily declare our global and local scope. So that's something we are going to discuss in the next tutorial, and that marks the end of this tutorial. Hope to meet you in the next video tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.